Welcome into another video in my series where we're going through and testing all the weapons inside of MW3 to see how viable these weapons are for us to be using inside of our Zombies game mode. This is going to include the aftermarket parts, the aftermarket conversion kits, as well as the MW2 weapons. So if you're new around here to the channel and you like to see how weapons perform inside of Call of Duty Zombies, you are definitely in the right place, so make sure you are subscribed with those bell notifications turned on so you're not going to miss out any future uploads from myself. Now, as well, down below in the description, you will find the link for my streams. I stream on Mondays and Thursdays, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I stream everything from MW3 Zombies all the way through to custom zombies, and I have a ton of fun over there and would hope to see you all come and hang out. Now, in today's video, I need to thank you all so very much for your just absolute legendary support of the channel, as I recently at the end of August received this email from YouTube saying the channel has recently crossed 550,000 views. Oh my goodness, I am absolutely blown away by the support you have all showed. Unbelievable, truly unbelievable support. And with all the support that you guys have been giving the channel, it leads me to want to give back to all of you to just show how thankful I am for the support that you've been showing on the channel. So on that note, tomorrow, Monday, September the 2nd, I will be announcing the channel's third Black Ops 6 giveaway for a standard edition on any platform of your choice. To be entered in the Black Ops 6 giveaway, all you need to do is like and comment on my videos. So get to that and get yourselves entered into the Black Ops 6 giveaway. As well, down below, I am building a Zhorde community Discord full of players that are willing to help each other out and knock out things in zombies and just help each other out as a whole. We've been getting people schematics, we've been helping people complete boss fights and story missions. It has been an absolute blast, and I cannot be more proud of the community that is growing inside of that Discord. To see the positive communications between people, interactions, and people getting along and having a ton of fun playing zombies together is what it is all about, and I could not be more proud of that. So if you're interested in joining the Zhorde community Discord, the link is in the description down below. Now, with the Black Ops 6 beta here, I'd like to find out everybody's thoughts on the beta, how you are feeling about the beta. Have you had a chance to jump in the beta? I have played a pretty good, decent amount of the beta so far, and checked out all the modes that have been put into the beta so far. I really do like the Black Ops 6 beta. I like the way it feels. The more I play it, the more I am enjoying the Black Ops 6 beta. So, I mean, that's really good news. That bodes well going forward for Black Ops 6. That, you know, the more I play it, the more I am enjoying it. That is definitely really good news to see, and I could not be more pumped and more excited to bring you guys a ton of content on Black Ops 6, including zombies, of course, but I definitely want to dive in and kind of start getting my feet wet in Call of Duty multiplayer. So I'd love to hear your feedback on whether or not you'd be interested in watching me trying to improve from basically the worst player in Call of Duty multiplayer and see if I can't get myself to be somewhat good at multiplayer for Black Ops 6. This is something I want to do. Along that note, I am also setting up a weekly community event inside of the Discord, which will kick off on Black Ops 6 launch day, and it's going to be for all of you multiplayer players out there. For more details, join the Discord and hit me up. I will give you the details as I have them in front of me. So I'm looking forward to seeing a bunch of new faces in the Discord. And on that note, today's video comes from a weapon suggestion from one of our awesome members of the Zhorde community Discord. So in today's video, we're going to be having a look at the AMR-9 submachine gun with the double barrel aftermarket conversion kit on it. We're going to be taking it through all three tiers, taking on bounty contracts all the way through. Hopefully by the end of today's video, you have a really good feel for how the AMR-9 submachine gun performs inside of your zombies game. And by the end of the video, be able to make up your mind on whether or not this aftermarket conversion kit on the AMR-9 is going to be a viable option for you to be running inside of your Modern Warfare 3 Zombies games. So without further ado, let's dive into the AMR aftermarket double barrel conversion kit review video today. All right, welcome into today's video. Thank you so very much for tuning in today. I truly do appreciate that. To kick things off, I just wanted, like, what the heck happened here? This was me loading into my match today. Where's the helicopter? Am I not supposed to be dropping down some kind of rope? Like, What is going on? Let me know if you've had this happen to you inside of your game modes. But welcome in today. We're going to be taking a look at the AMR-9 with the double barrel aftermarket conversion kit. And this was a weapon suggestion from one of the amazing members inside of my Zhorde Discord. The link for that is in the description. So Hotshot, thank you so much for the description. This is the video for you. Now, if you're new to my channel, when I spawn in and do my weapon testing videos on the channel here, we spawn in and put on all of our perks with absolutely no additions to the weapon to make it any stronger, aside from the fact that I do play on mouse and keyboard. So I use Deadshot Daiquiri for the extra critical damage that it does provide, as I do not get the ADS snap from Deadshot Daiquiri as a mouse and keyboard player. So we went and grabbed our first bounty contract of the day, and we went and picked it up, and we were fighting a Mangler inside of Tier 1, taking this on, like I said, at white rarity. Now, this aftermarket conversion kit is a double barrel, meaning there is one barrel on top of another, and you actually shoot from both barrels at the same time. So you're dishing out 2 bullets every time you pull that trigger. And I noticed the damage output was remarkable on this aftermarket conversion kit, just being white rarity taking on our first bounty contract. We got decent loot, self-revive, and a pack crystal out of the deal. Now, I saw someone in the comment section yesterday asking how to keep your PAP camo while using a Pack-a-Punch crystal. Well, this is a perfect opportunity to show you exactly how to do that. So we have a Pack 1 crystal in our bag. I'm wanting to keep the camo on for my run today, so we go ahead and find a Pack-a-Punch machine. Walk over to it, melee the Pack-a-Punch machine. When you see the light in there go green, you can go ahead and apply your Pack-a-Punch crystal and keep your camo on. You can also use the Pack-a-Punch machine and keep your camo on. So that is how you keep your camo on your guns when using a PAP crystal inside of MW3. Now it's off to go and grab our second bounty contract of the day inside of Tier 1, taking this on at white rarity, no ammo mods, and no tools. But we are Pack-a-Punched 1 now, and we got our second Mangler of the day, and holy smokes, the damage output I was seeing from this aftermarket conversion kit just by visiting Pack-a-Punch inside of Tier 1. I was thoroughly impressed with the damage output. So props for the weapon suggestion. Thank you so very much. These videos are definitely something I really look forward to and have a ton of fun recording these. So if you guys have weapons that you would like to see tried out inside of MW3 Zombies, please leave them down in the comments, and I will do my very best to get to those as quick as I possibly can. I know I've been behind on some of your weapon suggestions, but don't worry, videos are in the works. So if you haven't seen your suggestion yet, keep your eyes open. We may come across it soon. So the next thing to do was to throw on my legendary tool, an ammo mod, and pick up our third bounty contract inside of Tier 1. These ones are just tons of fun to do. At this point, being legendary Pack 1 with an ammo mod inside of Tier 1, you are incredibly overpowered to handle everything inside of Tier 1. And that third final bounty contract I do inside of Tier 1 is honestly just an absolute ton of fun to do. So seeing how the damage was on this aftermarket conversion kit across all of Tier 1, the bounty contracts that we had, I wanted to go into Tier 2 and pick up a bounty contract. We got a Disciple. Yay! But this AMR-9 was definitely hitting hard on the Disciple. A couple shots will break the healing, which was awesome to see. And the critical shots on the Disciple were doing a ton of damage to the point I didn't even bother moving when that zombie came to me, because I knew I was going to be able to take out that Disciple quickly. And once he died, he was going to take out that zombie. So I was impressed, really impressed. This is definitely an awesome suggestion. Again, thank you so much. So it's off to Pack-a-Punch 2. We're going to increase the damage output on this AMR-9 one more time and grab ourselves our second bounty contract inside of Tier 2 and see how does this aftermarket conversion kit on the SMG perform, taking on a bounty contract that's Tier 2 bounty now. We do have more damage on the weapon. We are double Pack-a-Punch, legendary with an ammo mod. We got another Disciple in Tier 2, which I wasn't too, I was okay with that. I thought it was a good opportunity to show you guys just how strong this is. Like, look how quick we eliminated that Disciple inside of Tier 2. That was amazing. So seeing how it was performing so far across all two tiers in my game, I was eager to push into Tier 3. Stop by the Wonderfizz machine, grab the rest of the perks, as I love to run inside of Tier 3 when I have all of the perks inside of MW3. So we go ahead and do that. I always go to this Wonderfizz machines. It's always here. It never moves. So this is one that I stop in and grab. Now, I did want to see if I could grab one of the rituals and see if I could possibly have a chance at recuperating the legendary tool and the PAP 3 crystal that I bring in with me. This one was taken, which was fine. I kind of expected them to be gone. I'm in here with about 15 minutes to go in the match, so there's been an ample opportunity for other players to get inside of Tier 3, activate the rituals, and, you know, collect the loot. So fair play to them. But this was a good opportunity to just kind of see how Pack-a-Punch 2 on this SMG with the conversion kit handles the riffraff inside of Tier 3. Not necessarily crowd control, but just the riffraff inside of Tier 3. And I was pretty impressed. At Pack-a-Punch 2, I was definitely able to handle, you know, the Tier 3 zombies as they came at me. It wasn't much of an issue here at all. I was kind of wondering about crowd control. Now, I didn't have golden armor plates with me today, so you will see me running around trying to pick up plates a lot. And then I pushed on through to the second ritual inside of Tier 3 and couldn't believe my luck. It had not been activated. So I was definitely going to take advantage of that and go ahead and get this one started, as we're now about 13 and a half minutes inside of the game left before the gas starts moving from the storm. So I was feeling pretty blessed to be able to get in here and grab one of the rituals. You know, only 13 minutes or so to go in the match. Now this up here during this ritual is where I felt the need to switch and throw on my Pack-a-Punch 3 crystal on this SMG with the aftermarket conversion kit, as this is a very tight spot. There is a large number of zombies that can come and push forward to your location up here. So I was kind of interested to see how this would do at Pack-a-Punch 2, and it's definitely going to be able to handle zombies at Pack 2. As you can see here, when you have a few of them in the area, it's not a problem. The only issue I was finding while doing this ritual at Pack-a-Punch level 2 was it just, the damage output is good, but it's just not quite enough to be able to push back a horde that is coming at you. You're able to dish out the damage, but, you know, up on this rooftop, there's not much places to go backwards. So I had to kind of reposition a few times during this fight, just because of Pack-a-Punch 2 wasn't dishing out quite enough damage to push back a horde in a tiny location. So just a heads up for that. If you're coming in here with this SMG and you're running it in Pack 2, you're going to be a little bit cramped in some tight areas. But here we are. We put Pack 3 on, and you can see what a difference it makes. But you can see, like, there's just an enormous amount of zombies coming at me right now. We had to reposition and get the heck out of dodge before I took it down right there. Got another self-revive out of loot container. I swear, the game is telling me something this match. It just handed me self-revives after self-revives after self-revives. I wasn't sure if the game was, like, going to crash based on what happened when I loaded in, or if the game was just saying, hey, Z, I think your skill level says that you might need this many self-revives to get through a match. I'm almost offended, MW3 Zombies. Just saying. But here we are finishing off the ritual inside of Tier 3, and definitely wasn't much of an issue. The only kind of struggle we had, like I said, was being Pack 2 at the beginning. Now, I did get a PAP 3 crystal out of that, which was awesome to see. An epic tool, which I did not need. I was contemplating taking it, but I decided against it, as I have a bunch of epic tools in my stash, so I didn't bother picking that one up. So the next thing left to do was to gather just an absolute massive horde of zombies inside of Tier 3 and show you just how well this SMG with the aftermarket conversion kit handles crowd control inside of Tier 3. You can see the reload is definitely not an issue. It's fairly quick to throw that on, and you can push back the horde with this zombies, whether you're hip firing, ADS, or using tac stance. All three are definitely a viable option for this weapon inside of Tier 3. Like, it is really strong, and having that double barrel fire 2 bullets at the same time, it definitely hits really hard. Plus, it's a ton of fun to use. It is an SMG, so you're going to have that extra movement speed and mobility that we all like. Now, I picked up a Mega Abomination, and it self-completed. So, I'll take the legendary tool that was in the loot. Definitely, 100%. So we ended up, not from the rituals, but I managed to get a legendary tool and a PAP 3 crystal this run, which replaces the one that I brought in. So I was happy to see that. And then I noticed on my TAC map, lo and behold, the cargo contract was available to be had inside of Tier 3. So I'm definitely going to take advantage of that 100%. So I grabbed the cargo contract. As we're now about 5 minutes to go inside of Tier 3, I didn't know, honestly, if I was going to be able to get this cargo out of the door. The amount of zombies I had to drive through, I thought the vehicle was going to be destroyed. I almost didn't make this cargo contract just because of the number of zombies I had to drive over to complete this. And the damage they do to a vehicle inside of Tier 3 is substantial. Substantial. That's for sure. I noticed that. But we were able to finish off the cargo contract just before the vehicle was inaccessible to drive, which is pretty funny. We rolled through and finished that up. Self-revive sigil, nothing I really needed out of that. So the next thing to do was to grab a bounty contract, because I really wanted to show you guys how this handles a bounty contract inside of Tier 3. Now, that one I first pinged got grabbed by a player before I even had a chance to even start moving towards it. But we were able to pick up a Mega Abomination bounty contract, our second one. And you can see here, when he fires up his laser attack, you are able to just lay in the critical shots with this SMG and the double barrel aftermarket conversion kit for it. I was thoroughly impressed with how quick I'm able to take care of this Mega Abomination bounty contract. The amount of damage I'm able to dish out when I'm hitting the critical shots on the laser attack from the Mega Abomination is truly remarkable. This weapon to me is a ton of fun to use. Again, thank you so much for the weapon suggestion. This was an absolute blast to run. Definitely tons of fun. We were just clearing out the last little bits of the riffraff that were coming around, and our Mega Abomination bounty contract here fired up. I think this, no, we got one more laser attack after this. I wasn't able to get into the critical shots right away, as I had to reload when we fired it up, but here was his final laser attack fired up, and we were able to finish off this Mega Abomination bounty contract inside of Tier 3. I'm not even going to lie to you all, with ease. Give this SMG a shot. Give the aftermarket conversion kit a shot. If you don't have it unlocked, go and unlock this aftermarket conversion kit. I highly recommend it. It will be a ton of fun for you all to be using this inside of Tier 3. Now, unfortunately, when I came into Tier 3 earlier in the match, I was unable to find Zhorde, the Guardian of the Arches. And of course, I found him, but the storm was pushing through and had actually consumed Zhorde. Now, at this point, I was wondering just how far Zhorde would follow me, as I had my back up against the storm and really needed to push through to an exfil. I think he stopped right there. He must have headed back into Tier 3. So that's too bad. Have a great rest of your Sunday, Zhorde. And we are off to the exfil to get the heck out of Dodge. And it was an insane exfil, I gotta say. Super crazy busy. I mean, we are 6 minutes to go in the match completely, so there is going to be a lot of zombies here. We're almost time for the final exfil. So my final thoughts and opinions on the AMR-9 with a double barrel aftermarket conversion kit. Very decent weapon, extremely viable to be using inside of our Modern Warfare 3 Zombies games across all 3 tiers. And I feel like this weapon is going to be a great one to be using inside of your story missions as well, as you do get 200 in the magazine once you're pack-a-punched with the build that I ran for today's video. So this is the aftermarket conversion kit that we used, the Jack double barrel kit, and that on screen you can see what it does for the weapon. And the build that I used for today's run is right here. I'm not sure, Hotshot, if this is the exact build that you had. It was a little hard to see the picture of the build you had, so I did my very best to put together one, and that's what I used. So if you guys want to make any changes to the build, let's do so down in the comment section, so we all have one absolutely amazing build to use inside of our Zombies games. This is the camo that I was using, the Mark of the Survivor, which is for completing all 5 waves in the Unstable Rift, and the blueprint that I was using I will show you. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.